Hello, Hubert here. Most of the time, when I'm excited about something, let's say for example sport, I would like, and I set myself goals and I set myself plans to do it regularly, let's say 2 times a week. But the problem with this is that it creates something that is very perverse, I think, very counterproductive, and that kills actually all the pleasure in the things that you are doing. It's that you set this kind of to-do list, those kind of items that you have to check, and you have first this pressure of checking them when you should check them, let's say 2 times a week. So before the end of the week you think, okay, have I trained 2 times? And if not, then you have the stress of like, I have to find a moment to train because I set 2 times a week and I'm not going to do it. So first thing, it gives you this pressure of living by it. And it makes it kind of artificial, because if during the week you are kind of not feeling like moving or not feeling like training exactly this type of exercise or this type of sport, then you're going to push yourself to do it anyway. So it's kind of counterproductive and counterintuitive. Second thing, when you do it, the satisfaction that you get is real, but it's based on something that is just very weird. It's based on the fact that you set yourself a goal, and if you don't fulfill the goal, you are a kind of a bad person. Something is bad, something is wrong, something is not good. And this basically means that you're fulfilling the plan, the list, the goal that you set yourself to do connects with your value, connects with how much worth you are. And it can be very dangerous, because at the end you can end up with millions of different rules, and each and every person can end up with different kind of to-do lists and to-have lists or to-be lists. And if it's not fulfilled, they're not going to be happy. It's kind of the game that we play with happiness anyway. It's the game of saying, okay, happy means this. Happy means I eat this, I don't eat that. Happy means I do this, I don't do that. And it's the same game that we play with being a good person. It's the same game that is played also kind of with the religion most of the times. It's like, if you do this, you're good. If you do that, you're bad. While it can, on the surface and from the outside, it can be useful. Training 2 times a week is good. Being nice to not insulting person is good. But if it's just from the outside, if it's just from setting a rule and following it blindly like a monkey, then it just loses the purpose of it. The question rather is, why do you train? Why you want to not harm other people? And if you go straight to this reason, if you go to the core, then first you free yourself from those stupid rules of 2 times a week, 3 times a week, or 20 times a day. And second, you really live what is to live. You really go to the essence of some of those rules, and most of them actually, which is for physical exercise. Why do you exercise physically? Why do you move? Why do you go train? Why do you practice a sport? First, because it feels good to your body. It gives your body movement, what it needs. It gives him more oxygen. It gives some challenging situation in which it develops. It gives him the opportunity to express itself, to move itself. We are not made not to move. Sit on a chair for 8 hours and you're going to feel the pain. Of course, somebody can also tell me, yeah, run for 8 hours and you're going to feel the pain. Yeah, of course. Everything has to be done in measure. But in general, we are made to move and then to rest, and then to move and then to rest, and then to move and then to rest. So movement is a very crucial part of our lives. So the way to look at this is maybe just go with the feeling. Move and train so that it makes you feel well, so that it removes the rust from your bones, so that you just grease a bit all your machinery of your body. So you were sitting, then you go out, you go for a run, and then after the few minutes you start to feel that your body feels better. You start to feel that it feels supple. It feels that the energy is flowing, that you feel that you are one again with your body. You are not lost again in your head. And then you come back home. You don't go further than feeling good. You don't hurt yourself. You don't push yourself at the last moments of your training. You just come back and you just take a shower and go walk. And you work on whatever you have to work on. Same thing with being nice. Why do you want to be nice to others? Why do you want not to hurt others? And first, because it's a really selfish way. If somebody acts the same way like this with me, it will feel better. And second, because you know the hurt that it does. You know the hurt when you get hurt by other people. So you know what it creates. So then you are free from all those rules to remember, to learn, to preach. You just do it because you know how it feels, you know what it creates. So try to forget about all those to-do lists. Try to forget about being a good person. It's just bullshit. Being a good person is just following some types of rules, doing certain things, a list of certain things, not doing a list of other things, like a monkey. If you take this approach of being a good person, being somebody good, being somebody nice, then you're just following some kind of recipe, and it's not genuine. It cannot be genuine. Rather, try to feel. Try to remove all the construct and abstracts in your head of the labels of good and bad and the imagery of it, and all the kind of projections and so on, little movies that you have in your head of what it means. No, try to feel. Look how you behave and look at other people, what it creates in them. When you are doing something that creates joy to other people, it's no wonder. You don't have to be Einstein to know it. You just see how it happens. You see a smile. You see their body expression is changing. And you don't have to read 20 books about body language or shit. No, you see. When you are nice to people, they want to hang out with you. They want to spend time with you. They enjoy the time they spend with you. They give you stuff. They open themselves to you. And it's not about being nice like in the rule of being nice and in whatever commandment or shit like this. It's about being nice that in front of yourself you see a human being, you feel a human being, and you feel the response that it creates, that your actions create in them. So forget about your to-do list, your rules, your being nice, not nice, your being good, your completing this goal and those goals and ticking your items on the list. No. It's just superficial and it's not going to bring you anything. I mean, it's going to bring you superficial stuff. Let's go deep. Try to go deep. If it's good, if any type of sport or training, if you practice it following this rule of not burning yourself up, not breaking your body at each and every training first, but finishing on a note where you feel better than before you started the training, when it gives you the energy instead of ripping you off of it. And if it's enjoyable, then you won't have to remember, you won't have to do a list to remember about creating this pattern, this habit. You won't have to remember about training 2 times a week. You will be like, oh, one day has passed and you already want to go run again. You already want to go swim again. Same thing with doing nice stuff to people. Again, not nice in the sense of the definition of nice of the book of that is nice, that is not nice, that thou shalt do this or not this. No. In the sense of, yeah, oh, it's been a while, I haven't seen a smile on the face of this person. Or you just like meet the person and just like, how can I do so that this person has a better day? How can I give a sparkle, a pinch of my own energy to lift them up? You don't do it by planning and creating strategy in your head. You do it by coming from your heart, feeling, and going with that energy, with that instinct. And it's not complicated. Take care.